Visiting big art museums could be a little bit challenging sometimes, especially if you're in a country that you've never visited before. Today, I'm going to share with you 10 valuable tips that you must do before you visit any art museum in the world. And I promise you, these tips will help you have a very enjoyable and valuable art museum visit. So if you love art museums and you want to make your trip so much better, stick around because this episode is just for you. Hi, I'm Lucy. Welcome to the exclusive behind-the-scenes access to the Lucy Shop Art Gallery. Today I'm going to start a very unique series which is all related to art talks. We're going to discuss different art topics once in a while where we're gonna share different ideas and information and some valuable tips for you to enjoy art in a different perspective. So today's episode, I'm going to share with you 10 valuable tips that I've experienced myself that are going to help you have a wonderful art museum visit no matter where you visit in the world. Let's directly jump into it and start with tip number 1. Schedule your visit. If you're traveling to any country, let's give an example today, Italy, because I have so many experiences when I travel to Italy and I decided I want to do wonderful art museum tours in the entire country. So the first thing that you need to do is schedule your visit. The reason why is because sometimes when you travel, the schedule is different when you see it online because of maybe renovation or holiday vacations they have or any other reason. So the best thing to do is simply schedule your visit and directly contact the museum or their official website.
I'm literally few steps from the last suburb of Da Vinci and I wasn't able to go in, and I'm so sad. I thought that I would be able to have a chance, but I didn't.
Tip number 2, wear comfortable shoes. There's nothing worse than having painful feet when you're trying to enjoy an entire day in an art museum. So take into consideration to wear your training shoes, very comfortable pants, leggings or jeans, whatever suits for you, and keep in mind that you must have a very light jacket in your backpack even in the summer season, because sometimes there are some art museums that they must keep the temperature low to preserve the art pieces that they place in the museum, so it could be a little bit chilly inside. So training shoes, comfortable pants, and light jacket in your backpack. Tip number 7, keep an open mind. While visiting an art museum, probably you're gonna see some art pieces that you may not enjoy. At the end, not everybody enjoy all types of art. But maybe you should consider to read a little bit about this art piece. Maybe you will learn something new. Tip number 4, and this tip is related to the first thing that you should do when you step into the art museum. Ask for a general introduction about the art museum. It is very important to have a general idea what are you going to see inside. What are the rooms that you must visit? What is the most important art piece that you shouldn't miss? And if they have some brochures, it's better for you to take them, or if they have a special map, it will help you to have an easy tour in the art museum. Tip number 5, have a guided tour. There are 2 different types of guided tour. Either you hire a guide who can give you an entire tour, and it would be a nice opportunity for you to have a Q&A art museum tour. Or if you're a type of person like me who would like to have your tour on your own, on your pace, if needed, you can ask for the earphones and you can choose which language you would like to have your tour. All art museums in general, they offer 2 options. The next following 2 tips are related to manners. Tip number 6, keep your opinion to yourself. As I mentioned before, that sometimes if you're visiting a museum in a country you've never visited before, probably you're going to find art pieces that don't make any sense to you. You may not like or you may not enjoy, or in your personal opinion, you may believe that this art piece shouldn't be in the art museum in the first place. It's very important to keep that opinion to yourself, and it's very disrespectful if you share your opinion out loud and let people around you hear you talking about this art piece in that way, because some other people may find this art piece a masterpiece. Not all people love all kinds of art, so it's very important to keep your opinion to yourself. Tip number 7, be respectful. Some art museums, they let you take a bottle of water with you with a small snack because they have designated space for you to take a quick break, because they know their art museum is a big place and needs a lot of time to do the full tour. Other museums, they don't allow that. Some art museums, they let you take videos and pictures, but without flash. Other museums, for some certain reason, they don't let you do that. So it's very important for you to be respectful and follow the rules. And the most important thing, to keep your voice down. Because people who visit art museums, they are art historian enthusiasts and they like to meditate. They find these places as a sanctuary. And some people, they like to spend their entire day in the museum. And I'm one of them. Other people, they like to learn a lot and they write things down. Leading me to tip number 8. Take a notebook with you. If you are an art historian enthusiast and you love to learn a lot, I advise you to take a small notebook to write things down, especially about the art pieces that you've been dreaming to see your entire life. The most accurate information you can find about a specific art piece is in the art museum that is placed at. I know you can find all the information on Google, but sometimes Google doesn't give you the exact information that you are looking for. Or if you don't like to write things down, when you leave the art museum, there are these small stationaries where you can buy souvenirs, notebooks, and postcards. They offer specific books about specific artists or about a specific art piece that is available over there. And when I went to Italy, I got these books about Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo, and they are wonderful. Very packed with information. All the information that I need are available in these books. So this is very nice souvenir that you can bring with you. It's very informative and it's valuable and you can keep it with you forever. Tip number 9, don't rush. If you don't have enough time to do a full tour in an art museum, I advise you to reschedule it, especially if you're going to a museum that is very well known and that's packed with wonderful historian art pieces. Take your time, enjoy the process, and always plan, especially if you know that this art museum is very big. Do your research, how many hours does it need, and take an entire day and enjoy your tour. Last and most valuable tip that I would like to share with you is to do your research. Now, I don't mean to do your research related to the art museum only, but specifically about the art piece that you are planning to visit. Very common example, the Mona Lisa. I face this debate every single time I provide the Italian art workshop in the art gallery, and the first question I ask, who ever saw the Mona Lisa? And they tell me. And they ask them, do you find it overrated or underrated? And everybody, without any exception, they tell me, unfortunately, it's overrated. And then when I ask them, what information do you know about the Mona Lisa? All what they tell me usually is that when you look at her, she looks at you and it's small and I expect it to be big, and that's it. But after I provide the art workshop, they get surprised. They get astonished, like, we never knew that this painting has so much history and science and art and meaning behind it. So if you're planning to see a very specific art piece, either because you're interested or because of the marketing or because they recommended for you to see the art piece, kindly do a very quick research. Just a small documentary, watch it on YouTube. There are tons of very valuable documentary out there. Have a quick information, have a small idea about what you're going to see, and trust me, when you do that, you are going to see this art piece in a different perspective. So here are the 10 valuable tips that you must apply before you visit any art museum in the world. I hope this episode was very helpful for you. If you enjoyed it, give it a like and subscribe to my channel for more exclusive behind the scenes episodes related to the Lucy Shop Art Gallery. Thank you so much for sticking around, and I'll see you next time.